Live from WRAL News Headquarters in Raleigh, your number one source for local news. WRAL News, coverage you can count on.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Julian Grace. Well, warm weather and sunshine kicked off this weekend and more nice conditions are on the way. How about that? Meteorologist Amy Wilmoth is in the WRAL Severe Weather Center with a look at what you can expect for your Easter Sunday. Amy.
We got up to 87 today, Julian, a very warm day today, and we'll have another round of warm temperatures on Easter. In fact, we'll start the day very mild. Sunrise services in the morning will be very comfortable. Sunrise is at 6:35 in the morning. At 6 a.m. we're at 65, at 7 a.m. 64, and then 66 by 8 a.m. So pretty comfortable. You probably don't even need the jacket in the morning. And then very warm for Easter egg hunts tomorrow. At lunchtime, we're already at 79 and then 87 for the high temperature. So if you have some afternoon Easter egg hunts, that chocolate's probably going to start melting pretty fast. So hopefully the kids find the eggs fast before the chocolate melts. We do have some rain headed our way. It won't be here for the holiday weekend. It won't be here for Easter, but I'll show you our rain chances for the upcoming week and when our rain chances are at their highest coming up in just a bit.
I'm Megan Glova in the WRAL Live Center. Police are investigating a double shooting in Durham right now. This happened on Dancy Circle just after 2 o'clock. We know 2 men were shot with non-life-threatening injuries, but one of those men actually walked into the hospital with a gunshot wound. That scene is now clear, but DPD did not share any surrounding details in this case. That investigation is ongoing tonight, but we are trying to confirm those details as the night goes on.
That investigation will continue. Thank you, Megan. Well, this happened today. Once again, large protests played out across the nation. The latest gathering aimed at opposing the Trump administration. Protesters marched in 22 separate events in North Carolina alone, including right here in Raleigh. WRAL's Eric Miller spoke with demonstrators at Halifax Mall.
On Halifax Mall Saturday, 1,000-strong message to Washington, D.C. The latest major protests taking aim at the Trump administration from downtown Raleigh.
I was at the hands-off protest. I've been going to the Tesla takedown protests. I've been to 4 of those.
The crowd bringing together everyone from Wake County elementary students like Eleanor Herman.
I feel proud that I was able to be here today.
To immigrants like Christian Ananda.
It is bringing people together from all walks of life.
A coalition of groups organized the latest protests, including the 50-51 movement. Those organizers coming with a range of demands, including due process for all, citizen and non-citizen alike.
Habeas corpus. I mean, find out. Go through the courts.
Ahead of the protest, the North Carolina GOP weighed in. Spokesperson Matt Mercer writing in a statement, while Democrats are championing the cause of an illegal immigrant gang member this week, President Trump and Republicans are delivering wins for the American people.
Well, the number one thing that we want to stress here is regardless if somebody is guilty or not, we can't know unless they have due process.
Leah Fowler is an ex-EPA employee. She says she's attended multiple demonstrations the last few weeks, but this one felt different.
Every single week that goes by, I think we're getting more and more people who are realizing, like, oh no, like this is way, way worse than we could have ever anticipated.
Saturday's protest comes on the heels of the latest poll from Meredith College. The poll released this week found that 41% of likely North Carolina voters approve of the job Trump is doing, down from 47% in February. That dissatisfaction on full display in this crowd.
I'm fighting for our democracy. I'm fighting for our environment.
In Raleigh, Eric Miller, WRAL News.
There was another large demonstration today in Durham. This one was on West Parish Street. Protesters here were also demanding what they call an end to executive overreach and policies they say violate the Constitution. This Easter weekend, the Ukrainian community in our area gathered to celebrate, participating in the cultural holiday traditions. While there is a lot of joy going on, the ongoing war, though, in their home country loomed over the celebrations today. WRAL's Willie Danley talked to a group of Ukrainians in the Carolinas who share what this weekend means to them. Willie.
Julian, I'm standing here at the Ridge. This is a church in Raleigh that's really become the home base for Ukrainians in the Carolinas. I spoke to their executive director today, and she tells me that Easter's supposed to be a joyful holiday, but for the past few years, it's been very painful for the Ukrainian people. Take a look at this. The group met today and upheld Ukrainian Easter traditions like egg painting and singing, but their minds were still on the devastation caused by the war. It's been more than 3 years since Russia launched its invasion into Ukraine, and so far tens of thousands of people have been killed. Today, Russian President Vladimir Putin announced an Easter ceasefire on the conflict. Olena Kozlova-Pates, the executive director of Ukrainians in the Carolinas, has little confidence in that ceasefire.
Today, apparently, he said there's going to be ceasefire, and almost immediately after that, there was a hit on the city of Kherson in southern Ukraine. So I don't believe in anything that Russia says.
Pates tells me she will be enjoying her Ukrainian favorites tomorrow for Easter dinner, but as visa statuses continue to be a concern, she can't help but be reminded that there are many Ukrainians living here in North Carolina who may be forced to go back to Ukraine very soon, where the war is still ongoing. She urges Carolinians to continue their support. Visit WRAL.com to find out ways that you can help. Willie Danley, WRAL News, live in Raleigh.
Raleigh police have identified the man accused of an armed carjacking during an evening commute in Raleigh just yesterday. 29-year-old Christopher Payton faces multiple charges, including unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, felony fleeing to elude, and driving while impaired. Sky 5 was over the scene where police made their arrest near the intersection of Poole Road and Donald Ross Drive. We're told Payton stole a car at gunpoint and led officers on a chase until the car's right wheel went out. We're still working to learn whether the victims whose car was stolen was hurt. A driver died in a crash near Carthage. It happened in Brinkley Road and near Holly Ridge Road. Authorities say this was a single vehicle crash and the driver died at the scene. Troopers say speed was a factor. The driver's identity has not yet been released, but we do know he's a 40-year-old man from Carthage. A pedestrian was hit and killed in Cumberland County. It happened in Hope Mills on South Main Street at Church Street just after 10 o'clock last night. Police say the driver stayed on the scene. Officers are still investigating what caused the accident. It's unclear if any charges will be filed against the driver. A pilot and passenger were injured in a small plane crash in western North Carolina. It happened in Alexander County yesterday, a little before 1 in the afternoon. State Highway Patrol says the pilot was trying to land in a private field when the plane crashed. Both the pilot and passenger have minor injuries. The Federal Aviation Administration is investigating what caused the crash. A hiker died after falling off a trail on Blue Ridge Parkway in Blowing Rock. Parkway officials say 40-year-old Ji Hung fell into some water next to the Boone Fork Trail near Julian Price Park. Rangers and emergency crews say Hung died at the scene as a result of his injuries from the fall. State lawmakers are advancing legislation that will give residents an extra 2 years to renew their driver's license. That's to address the growing backlogs at DMV offices across the state. House Bill 821 would create a temporary moratorium on driver license expirations. State Representative Jay Adams is a primary sponsor.
It does not solve all of the issues that might be attendant with having your driver's license active. And so I'm really looking at the committee, and I'm asking for your assistance in understanding the problem we have here, the concerns that the public has, and how does DMV catch up?
Could this work? The moratorium bill was approved by the House Transportation Committee and now heads to the House Finance Committee. Connecting western North Carolina, another major road is back open, part of the effort to fix the damage left behind by Helene. But there is still a long way to go. We explain what's next in the recovery process. Plus, Tar Heel 10-miler. The annual race brought thousands to the Triangle today. A look at the fun coming up. Taking a live look right now at Wilson. Look at the whirly gigs go. They're whirling around today. What a beautiful day to be on out there and enjoy all of that. We'll have Amy to talk more about that in just a little bit. Well, welcome back once again. Another major stretch of road is back open in Helene, ravaged western North Carolina. It's the Highway 9 connector between Chimney Rock and Back Cave. However, as Kimberly King reports, not everyone can use it yet, and the work there is far from finished.
The pavement stretches for more than 2.5 miles, all smooth, and all work completed by DOT. Since Helene, building a new byway of Highway 9, paved and finished for local use only for about 2 weeks.
It's probably the nicest road in several counties right now.
Paul Brock now has a straight shot to his Lake Lure restaurant.
Obviously, there's limited access, but the DOT crews have done an awesome job.
Grading's done. Locals say the road is a game changer and soon is expected to reopen the area to visitors. 7 months after Helene ravaged this entire area, I'm so excited to be able to show you this bridge that now connects out of Batcave and then winds around the Rocky Broad into Chimney Rock.
Well, it's scary. It's scary, but we're on our way to our house, and we just hadn't come in this way.
As we watched this local couple head over the bridge for the first time and then take the winding road into Chimney Rock. But Lynette Staton, a local, says there's still a long way for the area to go.
I would say I'm probably about 45% happy.
Lynette lost her antique store to a slide. She runs Batcave Disaster Relief.
All the volunteers that have come in have taken the time to add a message to our shelving units. Just because they're back in their homes doesn't mean they can actually spare the money.
In Chimney Rock, Precision Grading is in the river working to help private property owners restore lots and build support walls. The owner is strictly working from the kindness of others.
Using these large-scale boulders, I can't afford to do this without donations. 205 days, I think, we haven't charged a penny to anybody that we've helped.
People coming together and with DOT building a road to start again.
Great to see the work continues. That was Kimberly King reporting. Although a full recovery of Chimney Rock itself will take years, town leaders hope to reopen the village at least partially this summer. We're hoping for that. Thousands of runners filled the streets of Chapel Hill this morning for the Tar Heel 10-miler. And there they go. What you're looking at here is more than 9,000 people were signed up for this year's race, running 4 miles, 10 miles, or doubling down and running both. Wow. It showcases downtown Chapel Hill, the UNC campus, and the nearby historic neighborhoods.
You told me you traveled where from today?
Powder Springs, Georgia, near Metro Atlanta. And I'm here to support my daughter, Marley, who's a sophomore at UNC Chapel Hill. And she's running with her friends, Evan, Varun, and Raina. And let's go!
Don't you just love seeing that mom support? WRAL is a proud partner of this event, which brings alumni over from all over back to the Triangle. Great to see them. Amy, coming back into the discussion, what a beautiful day we had today.
Absolutely. And we had a wedding in the gardens today. Look at how many people are out there right now, Julian, enjoying the weather,
Gorgeous.
Getting some Easter photos. I saw some graduation kids out there, getting their photo in their cap and gown. And then we have another live picture for you. This one in Fenton and Cary, also hustling and bustling. They have a lot of outdoor dining options and a lot of folks enjoying outdoor dining this evening. Just very comfortable outside right now. It'll stay very mild tonight, and then it will be warm again for Easter. Outside right now, these are current temperatures around the Triangle. It's 85 degrees right now in Raleigh, 83 in Cary and Garner. It's 82 in Holly Springs, 82 in Chapel Hill. Zooming out to show you the entire area. We're in the upper 70s and low to mid 80s everywhere. We got up to 87 at RDU. The record is 93. So we didn't break a record, but we got kind of close, 6 degrees to the record today. So it was very warm out there. And again, it's going to be warm again tomorrow. Low 80s through at least 8 p.m. And then we're in the 70s at 9 o'clock, upper 70s at 9 and 10, and then down to 74 at 11. So comfortable this evening if you're maybe grilling outside, enjoying the nice weather. I'm jealous. And then overnight tonight, temperatures are going to be in the 60s. It'll be very mild. It'll be comfortable for sunrise services in the morning with temperatures like this. 64 in Raleigh and Rocky Mount, 64 in Fayetteville. And then it will be warm tomorrow afternoon for Easter. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 80s, 87 in Raleigh, 88 in Fayetteville, 85 in Roxborough. So warm for everyone tomorrow, but it's dry as we wrap up the long holiday weekend tomorrow. We do have our next weather maker, a couple of low pressure systems west of us bringing some severe weather to parts of West Texas right now. That system is going to start to approach our area by Tuesday. We don't expect severe weather, but by Tuesday, the forecast becomes a bit more unsettled. This is Tuesday morning at 6 a.m. Notice how we're dry, but we get to the afternoon into the evening and we'll have some scattered showers and storms. This is kind of a summer-like setup that we have. We'll be in the 80s for highs, and then we'll have hit and miss showers and storms during the peak heating hours of the day. So Wednesday morning, we'll have a slim chance for rain, but as we get into the afternoon and evening, those rain chances will start to go up. It's the same thing Thursday. Afternoon and evening storms will be possible. Same thing for Friday, and actually it's going to be the same thing for Saturday. So we do need some rain at this point. Again, our rain chances are going to start to go up beginning Tuesday. Highest rain chances look to be on Wednesday. As far as how much rain we could get in the next 7 days, anywhere from about 1/4 of an inch in this location to maybe as much as 3/4 of an inch in that shade of blue down to the south and east of the triangle. So we will get some rain out of this. The highest rain chance will be late Wednesday at 50%, and then still a 40% chance Thursday and a 30% chance on Friday. But at least it's dry for the rest of the holiday weekend. Easter is just going to be warm, mostly sunny to mostly cloudy at times, so we'll have a mix of sun and clouds as we wrap up the weekend. It stays warm, but those rain chances return Tuesday and continue into next weekend.
All right, thanks, Amy. Pat, I am ready for the playoffs.
And so are the Canes. They've been ready now for about a week at least since they clinched, and you could feel the excitement at practice today, both for the series and their top prospect. See and hear from Alexander Nikishin for the first time next. I know Easter is tomorrow, but it feels like Christmas Eve for Canes fans right now. The playoffs start Sunday, and Carolina unwrapping their new toy today. Alexander Nikishin making his practice debut. I talked to him and just about every other player you'd want to hear from at practice. The stage is set. Raise up. The playoffs are here. The Canes making their 7th straight playoff appearance under head coach Rod Brind'Amour.
Every year it's a special time. I feel like with this group this year, it's been like from day one was like cake to get to this point.
The team has changed, but the goal remains the same. The moment you guys have been waiting for all season, right? What's it like now that it's finally here?
Yeah, it's what we've been striving for, obviously, from the start, to get into the dance and have an opportunity to go for the cup.
Carolina taking on a New Jersey Devils team that's missing their best player, Jack Hughes, but features several others like Brett Pesce and Stefan Nason, whom they know well.
There's no friends in the series. Obviously just sure we'd talk after the series, but from now on we're probably radio silence.
After clinching with 8 games remaining, the Canes are as healthy and rested as they've ever been.
I feel like, man, this might be the first year we can say we've got all our guys heading into the postseason. I feel like every year we were missing somebody really that you're counting on.
Of course, no games off for the Iron Man. Brent Burns named the team Steve Chasen Award winner for his determination, dedication, and second longest active games played streak.
I've learned like my routine has really helped me through my time, but you know, it took a long time to learn it.
The playoffs are business as usual for the Canes veterans.
It's the best time of the year, so it's not too hard to get excited and be ready for tomorrow.
But it's all new for their Russian star.
I think he's a physical guy that crushes people, you know, sometimes, and for his size, he moves very well and moves the puck very well.
Alexander Nikishin made his practice debut Saturday.
We just wanted to get him over here, and then, you know, I think we'll just progress as it goes. I mean, I don't think we have a set in stone plan.
His Russian teammates easing the transition and translation.
He very excited too, coming from America. He met yesterday for team dinner and talk with the team guys today first practice. He feel good and very excited for be here, and we'll see what will happen.
16 wins separate this team from hockey immortality.
First thing that you're gonna feel that you want to go right away when you wake up, and I think that's everyone's gonna have that little extra jump in their legs, and yeah, it's awesome. You know, can't wait.
All right, Canes Devils Sunday at 3. Soccer about so much more than scoring, but ultimately that is what counts. And the Courage home tonight versus Bay FC. and hoping for some positive regression. The Courage haven't scored more than once in a game yet this season, and they're still looking for that first win.
Yeah, you just need one just to sort of release the pressure. And if you could do that at home, I think it doubles up, right? So one can lead to two. It could lead to three. It could just take that one. But I think it gives a confidence that they finally did it.
Home game tonight for the Courage. That one starts at 7. We'll get you the highlights tonight at 10 and 11. Julian.
Pat, I believe they will get the goal and the win tonight. Let's do it. All right, thanks, Pat. They're due. Thanks, Pat. Well, thanks for joining us. NBC Nightly News is next, followed by On the Record at 7 p.m. And we'll be back with another half hour of local news tonight at 11 o'clock. All right, we'll see you a little bit later. Have a great evening.